So good, so good. Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I could not be more excited about this video. I have never done a video like this before, but it's something that I need to do, and I figured it could be fun to film. So we're gonna go on this adventure together today. So I have not vlogged in years, like literal years, so I might be a little bit rusty, but we're gonna stick it through, okay? So it is, what date is it when I'm filming this? It is May 30th, so we're like super close to June, and I am just craving like a mid-year refresh. I know a lot of people call it a mid-year reset. That doesn't resonate with me. I prefer calling it a mid-year refresh because I don't really feel like I'm resetting my whole life. I'm just like refreshing it. I'm like zhuzhing it up a little bit, you know what I mean? So I made a list of things that we are gonna try to do all today. It's a little ambitious. But we are gonna give it a go because it's already past 1:30. It's like almost 2 o'clock, but I am a toddler mom, and so sometimes the days, they just be like that, and you don't get to do what you want to do until the day is almost over. I came up with a list of tasks that I want to do today to kind of make up my mid-year refresh, and I'm gonna do as many as I can, as quickly as I can, because my husband actually took my daughter to the park and to get ice cream, so I have the house to myself for a little bit. So that means I need to like dial in and get it done, okay? So the tasks that I have on my little list: updating my vision board with new goals. Thankfully, I already updated my vision board. I just need to print it and laminate it. If you watched my last video, you already know that I love to laminate stuff, like truly I do. So that one won't take long, thankfully. And then we have, next on the list is doing a book unhaul and organizing my TBR cart. Yeah, my TBR cart's overflowing, and I'm just not very excited about every single book on there, and so I kind of have been getting overwhelmed when I look at it. And I'll tell you right now, it is hard for me to part ways with books, especially books that I haven't read yet, because I'm like, what if this is my next favorite read and it's sitting here and I'm gonna read it someday, but like, I just haven't been wanting to go anywhere near my TBR cart because it's overwhelming. So we're gonna declutter it a little bit. We are also going to dust my bookshelves. I have never dusted my bookshelves, and you can tell. So we're gonna take everything off and dust the heck out of it, and also get rid of some books that I just like don't want up there anymore. So that's part of like the book unhaul. Then we are gonna be updating my cleaning routine, updating my workout routine, updating my weekly outline, which all of this will make more sense when I show you like what it is. Right now we're just kind of like going over the list together. And then next I'm gonna make a Notion list of digital spaces to tidy in Q3. So I run a productivity membership, and our topic for Q3 is digital decluttering. So I'm saving all my digital decluttering to do with the Hustle Sanely BFFs, but I do want to go ahead and get a list made of all of the like tech and digital spaces that I want to declutter. The last two I'm a little bit nervous for. They're gonna take a little bit of time. I think they're gonna be the most time consuming. Decluttering my closet and decluttering my makeup and jewelry. I don't think that one will take that long, but decluttering my closet, I'm scared. I'm a little nervous. I feel like, especially since having a baby, my daughter's 2 now, but I feel like since having a kid, my body is just different. And so like I've been holding on to clothes that I've had since before becoming a mom, and I just don't like how they feel or look on my body anymore, but I've just been like holding on to them for I don't know what reason, and I'm just like, I kind of just want to get rid of them. I feel like I finally have figured out like my style as a mom, and I've been shopping according to that. So now my closet is full of stuff that I actually do like and feel comfortable and confident in, but it's also full of stuff that I don't. So I need to get rid of that stuff. So that is our to-do list for today. Like I said, it is 1:42. And we're gonna try to do this whole entire list before my daughter goes to bed. Her bedtime is at 7. So we're gonna lock in and we're gonna do this. I think I wanna start, I feel like I should do the computer stuff first just because it's easy. But I'm just looking over at my bookshelves and my TBR cart, and I just wanna dive into that. So I think we're gonna start with decluttering my TBR cart and dusting my bookshelf. So I'm gonna put on a little audiobook and we are gonna get busy. I get to start a new audiobook. I just finished literally moments ago before sitting down to record this intro. I just finished The Winners. It wrecked me. It wrecked me. So it's kind of wild that I'm just like going right into another book. Like I'm not giving myself time to like decompress and process, but I can't do all these chores without listening to an audiobook. Like I don't make the rules, you know? So I'm gonna choose an audiobook. It's between Fearless by Lauren Roberts, which I feel like is a responsible choice because it's on my June TBR. So I could like get a little bit of a head start. Or, and this is kind of a plot twist, I bought all of the books in the Magnolia Parks series. I know, I read Magnolia Parks a couple years ago, didn't really like it. I only read the first book, but I finished The Conditions of Will this month and it was a 5-star read for me. Shocking, shocking. I know, I'm more shocked than anyone. And that just like put me on to wanting to give the Magnolia Parks series another shot. So I do have the audiobook for the first book in the series. That's what I want to read, but I just feel like it's more responsible to read Fearless because it's on my June TBR. So I think that's what we're gonna do. If I change my mind, I'll let you know. But let's go ahead and go clean off my TBR cart and dust my bookshelf. The wheel in of shame, because when I tell you that this cart is full on the front and full on the back, when I spent the last half of 2024 clearing my TBR cart, which I did do. I completed the challenge and I cleared the cart, but I have since refilled the cart. So yeah, that's just where we're at. Okay, hold on, it's stuck on my rug. Okay, I don't think the whole thing's in the frame. Oh, there we go, not too bad. So I'm gonna go through and pull books that I wanna take off the TBR cart and donate. I'm either gonna take them to like a little library or donate them to Goodwill. I might just do Goodwill because if I'm decluttering my closet as well, I just wanna take everything to the same place. Well, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna delegate that to my husband. But okay, I'm gonna go through these, pull off the ones that I'm considering getting rid of, and we'll do like an unhaul together after I go through them. So let's do it. Okay, going to the back. I'm not for sure getting rid of all these. So if you see me pulling a book and you're like, no, don't panic quite yet, okay? Told you guys, I bought all the Magnolia Parks books, all of them. And I found the original covers because I was committed. Okay, so I still have a couple books on the back. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 books on the back, and I have room here, but all the books on the back are too thick to fit right here. But let's talk about these books that I'm thinking about unhauling. Well, actually, wait. Should I wait until I pick out books off my shelf that I want to unhaul? That's what we're gonna do. I'm going to put on an audiobook, dust my bookshelf, and as I'm dusting, go through and see if there's any that I want to get rid of that are on my shelf, and then we will reconvene and we'll go over the books that I'm considering unhauling. Okay, I'm making, can you see that? I'm making the responsible choice, and I'm getting a jump start on my June TBR because I am set on finishing my entire June TBR. So we are going to listen to Fearless by Lauren Roberts. makeup brush to dust my books. Maybe that's weird and gross, but I thought it was really smart. I don't use this makeup brush anymore, like, so it doesn't matter. But this is gonna take longer than I thought. We're gonna keep on keeping on. But I've got Fearless playing, so we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Okay, I am done, and it feels so good. Okay, it is 2:48, so it definitely took a while, but I feel like that's gonna be the most tedious task. Maybe decluttering my closet, I don't know, we'll see, but I'm feeling good. Like I said, that's the first time I've ever dusted my bookshelf, don't judge me, and honestly, I did not expect to have such a big unhaul pile, so I'm gonna finish my coffee really quick, and we'll sit down and we'll go over the books that I am gonna donate. Hopefully y'all don't get mad about any of the books that I'm getting rid of. Oh, I got to chapter 5 of Fearless, by the way, and honestly, I'm having a lot more fun with it already than I did with Reckless. I did not enjoy Reckless really that much at all, but Fearless, even though I'm only on chapter 5, I'm already enjoying it more. So, love that. But we get to check off some of the stuff on our mid-year refresh task list. So, let's check off book unhaul and organized TBR cart. And we also get to check off dust bookshelves. Love that for us. So we're off to a good start, but I'm gonna go over these books that I'm getting rid of really quickly because we gotta keep it moving. If any of the books I'm getting rid of are your favorite, I'm so sorry. You can let me know in the comments, and maybe if I have not taken them to the donation center yet, I'll take them out, but okay, let's get into it. Let me count first how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I expected like 5 or 6 books to be in this pile. So I'm kind of proud of myself that I was like ruthless in going for it. So the first couple that I'm going to show you, I've already read. I pulled them off my bookshelf. And then the bottom books are ones that I haven't read yet. Those are the ones that I'm not really sure. I might change my mind as we're going over them. But the ones that I've read and I'm getting rid of, like, I know I don't really like them that much, so they don't need to be up on my bookshelf. So first one, In the Likely Event by Rebecca Yarros, is going to the donation center. The Temporary Roomie and The Off Limits Rule by Sarah Adams. I typically really enjoy Sarah Adams books, but these were so cringy to me. Like when I was reading them, I just didn't like them, so they're out of here. The next couple that I'm getting rid of, I know this one is brand new. Deep Cuts, and I love the cover. It's so cool, but I just did not enjoy it at all. So I'm like, why do I want that on my bookshelf? You know what I mean? So we have that one. This is a crowd favorite, By a Thread by Lucy Score. I know people absolutely adore this book. Not me. I didn't like it, so it's gotta go. Being Boss. This is a nonfiction book. I read it like over 10 years ago, and I couldn't tell you one thing about it. So I was like, what do I need it on my shelf for? Then the next couple are also nonfiction. This is the last of the ones that are nonfiction, so I'll go through them pretty quickly. Things No One Taught Us About Love. I haven't read this one yet. I don't even know where I got it, to be completely honest with you. Abundant Ever After, Tools for Creating a Life of Prosperity and Ease. I have not read that one. It's Okay That You're Not Okay. A friend got me this when I lost my grandma, and I did read it, but I just don't want it on my shelf because it makes me sad every time I look at it. So it served its purpose, but now I want to pass it on to somebody else. Live No Lies by John Mark Comer. He is one of my favorite faith-based nonfiction authors, but this book just didn't hit for me, to be honest. And then She Works His Way. This is another faith-based one, and it was okay. It was all right. I just don't want it on my bookshelf. And then these are all fiction. So let me pull them over here. It's quite a big stack. Quite a big stack. Oh gosh. Okay. So we're still on books that I've already read. The Summer of Broken Rules. Honestly, this book was all right. I like the cover more than I like the book, and I just haven't even thought about this book in years, so I'm gonna pass it along to somebody else. This is another one that's gonna be controversial, I feel. The X-Files. I read this earlier this year, and I just did not have a good time at all. I had very high expectations. I did not like it, so we're gonna donate that. The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. This is another one that I feel like people are gonna be like, why are you giving that away? I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it. I'm really trying to curate my library to be books that I love and recommend, or like and recommend. I don't have to love all of them, but like this one, I don't know. It was just okay. This one, A Million Junes by Emily Henry. Part of me wanted to keep this just because it's an Emily Henry book, but I just thought it was okay. Same, I just don't know if I'd recommend it that much to that many people, so I don't see why I need it on my bookshelf. This next one, people are going to be upset about, but Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. I did read it. Yeah. But I don't plan on continuing the series because I didn't really like it that much. And I know that people go hard for Sarah J. Maas. I don't. I liked ACOTAR. Throne of Glass was all right. I know. We're gonna move on. These are books, the rest of these books I have not read yet. So these are ones that if you're like, girl, you need to keep that, you can let me know in the comments. Mad Honey. I have never read anything by this author, Jodi, is it Picoult or Picoult? I don't know. And I bought this when I was out of town at a like independent bookstore. And when I showed it on my stories, people who love this author, they were like, no, like that one is not good. That's not a good first book to read by her. So I was like, what? I did try to read it once and it was just like, okay. I read like the first like 5 or 6 pages and I was like, I'm not in the mood for this. So I don't know. Every time I see it on my TBR card, I get bummed out and I don't want to read it. So I'm going to pass it on to somebody else. Same with this one. I know people go hard for the Windy City series, but I just haven't been into like these kinds of like sports romances lately for like a while. And so I don't want to read it. I'd rather read other things. So we're going to give that one away. This one I'm not sure, to be honest. The Spell Shop. It takes a village to open a heart and just one man to steal it. I was saving this for fall because it just seems like very cozy to me. You know what? I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this for the fall. Okay, see, look, we're keeping one. This one, The Lovely War. Just Lovely War. I'm sure this is wonderful, but for some reason, every time I look at it on my TBR card, it stresses me out. I can't really explain it, but every time I look at it, I'm just like dread comes over me, and I don't want it on my TBR card anymore. So if it's good, maybe I'll read it someday, but just not anytime soon. This one, I'm unsure of too. You with a View by Jessica Joyce. It's the same author as The X-Files, another one that I've read and I'm donating. But because I just didn't like that book, I feel like, do I really need to keep this one? But I really like what it's about. It says 2 former high school enemies must reunite for a road trip inspired by their grandparents' broken engagement and this electric debut romance. So that sounds like very intriguing to me, but I just didn't like the other one. I'm gonna donate it. I have too many other books on my TBR card that I'm excited about. This one, The Ministry of Time, I did try reading this. I got over 50% through like last week and I just could not, I don't know, I was bored. I was very bored. I know it is a very beloved book, just wasn't for me. So we're gonna pass this on to somebody else. And then these two, I'm unsure. Well Met, actually, I think I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, just kidding. Okay, this one's going back on the TBR card. And the last one, The Reading List. Do I want to keep this? Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one too because it's about a grandfather and a granddaughter, and I'm close with my granddad, so I'm gonna keep this one too. So we ended up pulling 3 out of the donation pile to put back on the TBR card. So I'm gonna put these back on the TBR card, and then we're gonna get back to our little list here. I think the next things we're gonna do are things that I'm gonna do at my desk. So we're gonna update my vision board. We are going to update my cleaning routine, update my workout routine, and then update my weekly outline. I don't think those will take, I think it'll be like 30 minutes collectively for all of those things together. And I feel like I want to do them before my daughter gets home, because anytime I'm in my office, she wants to come in here and play. And I just want to be able to like dial in and get those things done. And then we will head down into my bedroom and get to decluttering the closet. I'm saving the hardest one for last, which might not be the best strategy, but I'm still confident that we're gonna finish this list today. So let me clean this stuff up and then we will meet back at my desk to crank through some of these things together. Next task that we are gonna tackle is updating my cleaning routine. So I'm a productivity coach, that's like my day job, and I love a routine. Okay, and so I have a very specific home cleaning routine. I have it, as I'm sure you're not surprised, printed and laminated. This is the one I've been using for like the last year, but over the last year, I've thought of other tasks that I would like to add into my home cleaning routine. So I have it pulled up in Canva and I'm gonna add them, reprint them, and then laminate them again. And while I'm doing this, I'm also going to update my vision board because I wanna print that and laminate it, which if you're a template loving girly like me, I actually sell these templates on my website. So I have a vision board template and then I have a like home cleaning routine template. They're customizable so you can like make them whatever you want them. But yeah, I love these things so much. So I am going to sit down and I'll tell you what I'm adding to my cleaning routine. So I've been making notes over the last couple weeks when I knew that I was gonna do my mid-year refresh to just like keep me on track. So what I'm adding into my cleaning routine is dusting my bookshelves every quarter. That is something that I feel like needs to be done every quarter so they don't get so nasty. And the other task that I need to add is cleaning the dishwasher, like wiping. We have a stainless steel dishwasher and I need to like wipe it down every single week because my daughter, she has these magnetic letters on them and it just gets really nasty like playing with those with her. So I need to add that to my weekly home reset routine. So I'm gonna do that really quick, get that printed out, and then we'll check on my vision board. So I just finished updating both templates, my vision board and my home cleaning routine. So I'm gonna save them, print them, and then we can laminate together. And then what am I gonna do next? I don't know, but let's finish this and then we'll figure that out. I got all my stuff printed and I have my little laminating sleeves here. So we are gonna get to laminating. The only thing about laminating is no matter what I do, I always get dog hair in there because my dogs hang out in my office all the time. So I'm gonna try to do it over here because I think there's less dog hair on the wood than there is on the carpet. Sitting here laminating stuff on my YouTube channel is really taking me back to the social speechy days. I used to vlog every week when I was in grad school for speech language pathology, and I stayed laminating lesson plans for my students. So this reminds me of that so much. Okay, I'm gonna get that fed through. The vision board is done, beautiful. The more I'm looking at this, I think I'm actually gonna laminate this the same way that I did my vision board and kind of layer them a bit, which I'll explain in just a second. So let's get this one situated. Also, I have had this laminator for like 10 years, maybe longer. So good on you, Scotch laminator. It was like 20 bucks. I definitely got my money's worth out of this laminator. So let's laminate this and then I will show you guys like what I've got going on here. And then we get to check off 2 more things from our list. I need a little water break here. I'm working hard today. Okay, almost done. I don't have to do any cutting. So love that. Everything is just good to go. But okay. Now that we are all laminated, let me turn this off, get it out of the way. I'm gonna bump you guys up and we'll go over these, and then we have a few more tasks to do at my desk before we head into my closet. First up, let's talk about the vision board. So my vision board, sorry, oh, I didn't even think about this. It's gonna be shiny because I laminated it, but that's okay. So I actually decided to change some of my 2025 goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year. if you're curious about that, because I feel like we don't have time to talk about like all of my goals for the year and like what I'm changing, because this video is already going to be long. I feel like that will make it super long, but I will tell you the first podcast episode that's going up in June. I have a podcast called the Hustle Sanely Podcast, and a new episode comes out every Tuesday. So the first Tuesday in June, I am talking all about my mid-year goal reset, and I'm sharing like the goals that I got rid of, goals that I am bringing onto my vision board, and I'm also like walking you through the process of how to do a mid-year goal reset. So if that's something you're interested in, you can listen to that podcast episode. It'll be out by the time you see this video, so I'll link it down in the description box for y'all. And I'll also link both of these templates if you're interested in checking them out. So I updated my vision board. You can see I have my word of the year here in the middle, and then I like to write my value statements, and then I have pictures from my real life mixed with pictures from Pinterest. That is just how I personally do vision boards. And then I have all of my goal categories, and I have all of my goals typed out. This works wonders. I've been doing my vision board this way for years, like since 2019, I think. And it just works really well with my brain, and it motivates me. I read over it every single morning. And if you purchase this template, I actually link another podcast episode where I teach you how to create a vision board, like using the method that I do. On the back, I have like my long-term goals. So these are things that I'm working toward this year. And then on the back, things that I'm working toward just like long-term, like me and my family, goals that we're working toward together. Some of them are just personal, so I don't want to share them, but just know it's literally nothing cute. So it's just like a numbered list of goals that we are working toward in like the coming years. Let's check it off of our list that our vision board is officially done. Update vision board with new goals. Check. And now I will give you a little peek at my home cleaning routine. My dogs are both in here, so it might get a little bit loud, but that's okay. So this side right here is like the actual part where I like check things off. Hey buddy, you wanna come over here? Come here. Hi Beanie. His name's Harley, but I call him Beanie because he jumps a lot. I call him a jumping bean. Oh, he's gonna knock the camera over. Can you sit down, buddy? Sit down. Oh, there you go. Good boy. Good boy. You guys didn't know, I have two doggies. I have Harley and then Buck over there. Hi, Bucky. They're both actually pretty old. We've had them since they were puppies, and Harley will be 11 in November and Buck will be 13 in November. So love my doggies. But back to my home cleaning routine. So, okay, this side of the template is things that it's like my checklist basically. So it's like I can check this off and it tells me what I need to do every day of the week, what I need to do every month. So I have like my daily cleaning tasks, my monthly cleaning tasks, my quarterly cleaning tasks, my yearly cleaning tasks, like all broken down on here. And then on the back, it's just like a planning page. So it helps you figure out like what tasks you need for this. If you buy this template, I also have a podcast episode that goes along with it that teaches you like how I created my cleaning routine, and I teach you how to create your own. So that is a little look at that. And then I also keep track of this in my Google Calendar and in my Notion. Speaking of Notion, we're actually gonna go over there for our next task. But first, let's do a little checkity check. This video is gonna be so long. I'm kind of scared for how long it's gonna be, but it's okay. Update cleaning routine, check. Amazing. Okay, so we have update workout routine, update weekly outline, and then make a Notion list. We have those three things to do in my office before we do the closet. So let's go back to my laptop and finish these three tasks up. Get you situated so you can actually see my laptop. I mean, I feel like you can't really see it, but you get the gist. So, all right, let's pull this up. So what I am creating in Notion is, I kind of mentioned it at the beginning of the video, I'm doing a digital declutter in Q3 with my productivity membership. And so I just want to brain dump. I have like all these things floating around in my brain of things that I want to declutter, like my digital spaces that I want to take care of during Q3. I don't want them floating around in my brain. I want them in Notion so I do not forget them. So this will not take long at all. So I'm just gonna call it digital declutter, put a cute little icon, And then I've been keeping a list. All right, y'all, my battery died, so I had to go put in a new one. So you did not get to see me actually type the list of digital spaces that I'm going to declutter because I didn't realize my battery died. But I got the list typed up and I'm gonna share it with you really quick. So the spaces that I want to do a digital declutter for in Q3, the photo roll on my phone, Google Drive, Canva. When I tell you my Canva is a dumpster fire, I'm terrified of my Canva. The apps on my phone, the apps on my iPad, my laptop, desktop, my email inbox, my Notion, and my Pinterest. So these are the areas I will be decluttering in Q3, and it feels so good to have them out of my brain and all in one place so that come July, I'm like ready to jump in and get to decluttering with the girls in my membership. But you know what we get to do next. At least I hope you do. We get to check off, make a Notion list of digital spaces to tidy in Q3. Done. Amazing. Love that. Okay, so we have a few more things that we need to do on my laptop. Honestly, what are they? I forgot. Oh, updating my workout routine and then updating my weekly outline. So that's actually in my planner. So we'll be doing a little bit in my planner. So I have my workout routine in Notion and I also have it in Google Calendar and in my planner. Can you guys tell I'm type A? Can you tell? So, okay, I am going to update. So the reason I'm updating my workout routine, our family schedule is changing. My husband is now going to be working earlier in the mornings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So my childcare doesn't get here until like 9:30 and he leaves at 8. So now my workouts are just going to be a little bit different because I don't want to do workouts that take me a long time on Tuesdays and Wednesdays because I'll be working out earlier in the morning. So that's also why I have to update my weekly outline, like my weekly routine, is because my workout times are changing on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So the only things that I'm changing for my workout routine, I'm swapping my Monday and Friday workouts because I just dread doing glutes on Fridays. I would rather do like my lower body, like my quad lift on Fridays because it doesn't take me as long. When I'm training glutes, I used to be a personal trainer, if you didn't know, in my 20s. So I love talking about fitness and I love writing workouts and stuff. When I train glutes, I do a lot of like single-sided stuff. So I do like left side, right side, and it takes me so much longer. Whereas when I do just like lower body, I'm only doing one set of everything. So I would rather, I have more time to work out on Mondays than I do on Fridays. So I'm swapping them. So that's all that I really wanted to do there. Like I said, nothing crazy for switching. So I'm just changing it in my Notion really quickly. Perfect. And then I'll update it in my planner as well and in my Google Calendar too. So I have a whole course where I teach people the Hustle Sanely planning system. That is a system that I use and that I created to help people ditch burnout and live a peacefully productive life. So if you struggle, my necklaces are so tangled and they're driving me crazy. If you struggle with like time management or just creating routines and schedules that make sense for your season of life, check out the Hustle Sanely Lifestyle course. It is truly my life's work and I'm very proud of it. I'll link it down in the description if it's something that you need help with. I would love to be your productivity coach. Okay, so that's all situated. We get to check it off of our to-do list here. So let's pull it up. Update workout routine, check. Wow, guys, we are cruising through this list. Cruising! We only have one more thing that we need to do here in the office before we go declutter the closet. So I'm gonna get all my planner stuff situated and we're gonna create my new updated weekly outline in my planner. Also updated my workout routine in my Google Calendar as well. And I'll be using my Google Calendar to help me put my weekly outline in my paper planner. My Google Calendar and my paper planner, those are my two tools in Notion. So those are my three tools, how I plan and organize my entire life. Like truly, I have a podcast episode all about it, how I use those three tools to plan and organize my entire life as a toddler mom, as a business owner, like doing YouTube. So anyway, okay, let me pull this up. So I'm gonna scoot this back so that I have room to, I need to dust my desk. Don't look at that. I'm gonna pull out my planner here and go over to my quarter 3 stuff so that I can put in my weekly outline. I'm not quite ready to do my quarter 3 check-in meeting yet. I'll be doing that kind of probably in the middle of June, I would say, where I fill out all of these pages. But I want to go ahead and get my weekly outline filled out because it's just sitting in my brain and I need it out of my brain and on here. So I own a planner company, if you didn't know. And so this is one of our planners, and this is truly my saving grace. Like I said, this along with Notion and Google Calendar. So I'm just a paper and pen girly. I cannot function if I don't actually write things down. Like, yes, I use Google Calendar. Actually, like in that course that I mentioned, I show you how I use all them together, like very in depth, but I can't just plan digitally. I have to get it out on paper or my brain will like implode. I can't explain it. So we're gonna fill this out. I'm gonna get you situated to where you can see what I'm doing, and then we get to go declutter the closet. Also, I need to up my water game today. Just finished creating my weekly outline for quarter 3 in my planner. My husband and my daughter just got home, so if you hear them out in the other room, that's what that is. But I'm gonna show you a little look at my weekly outline for quarter 3. Hopefully you can see it. I don't know, maybe it might be too bright, but I feel so much better having this out of my brain and here in my planner. I also keep it in Google Calendar as well. I'll kind of quickly just go through it in case you're like, what the heck is a weekly outline? I teach you how to make one in that course that I told you about, the Hustle Sanely Lifestyle course. So I have on Mondays, I do my morning routine from 6 to 7, and then we go on a family walk from 8 to 9. Our schedules and routines are tools, not chains, by the way. This is something that I teach in my productivity company. And I feel like people see this and they're like, oh my gosh, you have to do it perfectly like that every day. No. This is a tool, not a chain. This is a guide, not an anchor, okay? So like, this is best case scenario. Things don't always go perfectly according to plan. This is just like my ideal week. So anyway, back to telling you what's on it. We do a family walk from 8 to 9, and then I do my workout from 9 to 10, and then my husband does his workout after me. And then we have a family day. Mondays are our designated family day because we both don't work. And then down at the bottom from 7 to 8, I have Everly's bedtime, that's my daughter, and my evening routine. And then Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the same. So I do my workout from like 6:30. I get up at 6 and give myself a minute to like wake up. And then I do my workout from 6:30 to 7:30. That's like my workout time. And then I do my morning routine from 8 to 9. And then I work on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 10 to 4. That's when I have childcare to work. So that's my big giant work block for the week. And then on Thursdays, I do my morning routine again from 6 to 7, and I do my workout after that from like 7:30 to 8:30 is my workout block. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, my morning routine is back to 6 to 7. I don't know if I said that already. And then the rest of Friday, we go on a family walk around 8 to 9, and then I come home and I do my workout. And then Friday is my designated self-care day. So I get to do whatever I want to do, and my husband spends quality time with our daughter. And then on Saturday, it flips. My husband, it's his self-care day. He gets to do whatever he wants, and I spend quality time, like one-on-one time with our daughter. And then on Sunday, we have on here going to church. And then Sunday, my husband and I, twice a month, we go out for like a date, like out of the house, and my parents come and watch Everly, which I am so grateful for. And that is kind of just like an overview of what a week in my life looks like for quarter 3. I know it's still in quarter 2, and I just started this, but I was like, let me just get it out on quarter 3 because I know this is going to be like continued into quarter 3 since my husband's work schedule like just switched around and stuff. Done with our weekly outline, which means we get to check it off. Let me grab my phone and make the little check. Weekly outline is updated. And that means the last 2 things that we have to do together, decluttering my closet and then decluttering my makeup and jewelry, which are all down in my bedroom. So I'm gonna put my audiobook back on and we're gonna get to it. Let's head down to the bedroom. Okay, I took a little break. I ate some pizza, hung out with my daughter and my husband, and now I'm ready. I'm ready to complete our mid-year refresh. So I collected all my makeup and jewelry so that we can declutter it. I don't think this is gonna take super long because I don't have a ton of makeup and jewelry. We're gonna zip through this. It is $427. So let's start off with makeup first. Okay, makeup, done. I'm gonna go through my jewelry and then we'll get to check off another thing from our list. Okay, I am done decluttering my jewelry and my makeup. I didn't have to get rid of a ton, but I also don't have a ton. So happy with how that went. Get to check off another thing from our list. So let me pull up our list here and check off declutter, makeup, and jewelry. Okay, I'm gonna put all this back and then we're gonna head into the closet. Welcome to my closet. Yeah, she's a little bit of a mess right now, at least for me. It's just, I wouldn't say a mess, it's just very full. I walk in here right now and I am immediately overwhelmed, and that is not the vibe when you're trying to get ready in the morning. So I just want to declutter, kind of organize. You can't see up at the top, but our baskets are just overflowing. So obviously I do share this closet with my husband, so it's kind of embarrassing. His side starts right behind you and then goes to here, the black hangers basically. And then my stuff is all of this. And then I have some hats on this wall, shoes up there, shoes under here, shoes over there, bags up there. So we are going to tackle this. I think I'm gonna start from the top down. So I'm going to declutter the baskets and just get all of this stuff situated. Then I'll do my clothes. Then I'll do my shoes. And then I'll do my drawers down here. I don't even think you can see that yet. I'll move you around as we're going through, but there are some drawers down there too, my dresser stuff. I don't think I'm gonna be getting rid of a lot of stuff up there. These aren't super full, they're just kind of unorganized. And I don't know if I'll be getting rid of as much as I think, because let me show you. I do, I keep a bag, a donation bag in my closet pretty much at all times. And if I see something or try something on and I'm ugh, I hate this, I put it in the bag, which it's already full. I'm gonna need to go get another one. So I don't know if I'm gonna be getting rid of as much as I think. I hope that I do, because it's just so overstuffed for me right now. So let's get to work. Actually, let's get our audiobook on and then get to work. And let's catch up on our water, okay? Okay, I'm gonna start at the top, then do my clothes. Yeah, okay, I feel good about that plan, so we're gonna roll with it. But I will, before I get going up here, these are just bags, different bags, and shoes for specific events, when we go on hiking trips, stuff like that. And then I have my suitcase. These are things for my daughter, so her baby book, and then this is something that my husband and I are doing. We write a letter to her on her birthday every year, and we're gonna give it to her when she turns I don't know, either 18 or 21, we haven't decided yet. And then I have shoes up here. So I don't need to take any of this stuff down. I just need to organize it a little bit better. I need to go get a step stool. I don't know why I didn't get a step stool. Hold on. Okay. Step stool acquired. So I love y'all and I would love to chat, but I also really want to listen to my audiobook. So we're gonna put our headphones on, we're gonna vibe out, get everything decluttered, and then we'll come back on and reassess how things went. Load up the books into a little bag because my husband convinced me to donate them to little libraries around our area. I think tomorrow my daughter and I are going to drive around and look for little libraries to disperse all of these books, which is honestly a good idea because these are some nice books, you know what I mean? So technically I won't be done until tomorrow because we have to take those 2 bags to the donation center and then go to little libraries to donate all of these, but I'm not gonna film that. I'm going to wrap up the video in just a moment after I go get my phone because we have to do the most important part of the video. Besties, we did it! We did it! You know what that means. We get to pull up our list and check off declutter closet, and our list is officially done. It is 5:35. I don't remember what time it was when we started, but I am very proud of the progress that we made. We got every single thing done on our list, and I even took a break to eat some pizza and hang out with my family. So very proud of how today went down. I wanted to let you guys know too, I was able to get through, let me pull up Audible. I made it to chapter 7 of Fearless. So wait, Fearless? Yeah, I made it to chapter 7 of Fearless. I'm having a good time. Not a great time, but a good time. I'm having a better time than I had with Reckless. I'm not complaining, but anyway, thank you guys so much for spending the entire day with me. I have absolutely no idea how long this video is, but I can tell you that doing these tasks with y'all instead of by myself made me a lot more motivated, and it also made the tasks a lot more fun. So maybe there's gonna be some more vlogs in our future? I don't know. I'm not making any promises, but I wouldn't be mad about it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I hope you have the best day ever.